Teeth.
Teeth.
You say teeth.
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 Teeth. Teeth. Teeth.
That's perfect.
Okay, 44 teeth. Hi guys, I'm Andrea Locatelli. You are watching 44 Teeth.
Perfecto.
Perfetto? Yeah?
Hola. Hola. Welcome to Jerez. It's a hottie. It's got to be 37 degrees out here, which I'm not going to complain about. I'm going to try not to complain about, but I think that's going to be the biggest problem with this weekend. But yeah, just brought the old girl down, and in the back of the old girl is, let me flip this round for you. As we enter Le Garage, we have Das GYTR, and you'll be pleased to know it's got the gold dye mags in. I'm just setting up now, got my chair. It's the most important thing. If you ever come on a track day, the most important thing is a chair. Obviously the bike's pretty important, but a chair's next best. Got my new spangly leathers with a chrome reflective finish, which should be good for displacing the sunlight from my body. A couple of helmets, spare one just in case, tools, factory sticker, make me feel good. Oh, and also I've got the full exhaust system on here as well, so that'll be nice. I'm just sort of faffing around at the moment, trying to wire up a microphone and trying to figure out all the camera dickery. But yeah, there's some pretty nice kit here, including that and that, which I just did a video on a couple of weeks ago. So we'll just, oh, there's some Scottish people here as well, so you can't have it all. Dangerous Brian. Yeah, this is the Yamaha YRE event. Last year, you may remember watching a video in Mugello, which was incredible. I love these as track days. I just think they're the best. It's pricey, don't get me wrong. It's pricey, but it's well worth it. This is definitely my favorite circuit in Spain, possibly Europe. I think Mugello is maybe my favorite, but this, I just love Jerez. It's such a lovely circuit to ride. And everyone can kind of get up to speed pretty quickly here. It's not easy to ride. You know where you are, and that's pretty important. So there may be, I hear rumours, a certain Valentino might be turning up, so I can show him a thing or two. And yeah, I believe all the World Superbike lads will be here. Johnny Ray's going to be here, so I'm going to try and, I've been promised a lap out with him, so we'll try and get him on camera as well for about a second as he goes past and sods off into the distance. This is how nice the YRE is. So you don't get this in a normal track day. Little coffee bar. Out here we've got the deck chairs, chill out zone. We can look at Andrea Locatelli on a lorry. Andrea Loratelli. Sounds like a pasta. That's a quick whiz around the paddock. We've got Bridgestone here as well in support, so they can help set up all your tyre questions that you have. I think the Öhlins guys are here, and obviously the Crescent guys are here as well. So if you've got any questions about how to set up your bike, suspension, mapping, even just silly things like handlebar placement, rear sets, all of that stuff, everyone's here to have a good old Yamaha fest. So with that, I'll see you in the morning. Oh, it's Dangerous Brian again. You going for a beer or what?
Yes.
Cobweb. Our lives can look pretty glamorous from the outside, traveling around the world, testing the best bikes known to man. And don't get me wrong, that's fantastic, but it doesn't mean we don't need a little bit of help sometimes. That's why I want to talk to you about BetterHelp, which is the paid partner of this video. BetterHelp is on a mission to make starting therapy easier, so you can get the help you need and take the steps to improve your mental health. First, you go to their site. You can use my link, which is betterhelp.com/44teeth. Fill out a questionnaire and you will match with a therapist within a couple of days. You can do it from a computer or a phone call, but I simply use the app on my phone, so I can video chat with a therapist at a time and location of my choice. It took me less than 48 hours, which is their usual turnaround time, to be matched with a therapist, and I was set up and ready for my first session in no time. I'm sure you know when we're feeling a bit rubbish, it can be a massive hurdle to overcome and try and find a therapist on your own, but with BetterHelp, it was easy and supportive. No matter how strong we think we are, we all need a little help sometimes. If you are struggling and think you'd benefit from a therapy session, click the link in the description or go to betterhelp.com/44teeth and get 10% off your first month of therapy. Okay guys, back to the video. Hola! Check it out. Peter Stringfellow's pant drawer live in Jerez. Right, so I just turned up. Warmer's on the bike. It's always a bit of a stress getting the bike ready for first session. She's all good though. We're up to temperature on the Bridgestone slicks. We're ready to rock and roll. I think I'm out in about 5 minutes, so I'm just going to do a quick little vid for you to say good morning. See if we can wait for someone to come by. I love this place. Bloody ruddy love it. Come on, there we go. Here we go as well. What a noise. Right, I'm gonna go get ready for my sesh. Bye. So out we go then. Apologise for the sound, it does get a lot better later. But I'm just out my outlap here, and this fella comes past, looking all swanky in his new leathers, and waving at me. I'm like, who is this guy? Who is it? And it took me a while to realise, but it's our very own Paul Denning, who's the Yamaha Team World Superbike boss. We've done a couple of videos with him, and it's great to see him out on an event like this, just waving at everyone and enjoying himself. It's really, really lovely to see. And he's pretty bloody handy as well, I will say that. So I managed to get all warmed up and catch back up to him. And he's loving it. He's just waving at everyone, enjoying himself on an amazing bike on an amazing track day. So it's really lovely to see. The drive that he gets on that bike as well, that is Lewis Hamilton's bike. So that is the one that we did a bits and bobs on our Crescent videos. He's much better on the brakes than me here. I'm still a little bit scared of the brakes. I don't know why really. I think it's because I've rebuilt them. It's nice following another rider. It's just nice to have something to work to. But I'm already thinking I'm on the back of him now, so I'm going to try and do him into Lorenzo. So I'm going to go right out to the curbs here and just get that extra bit of drive now to hit the gas and do him. A classic Jerez move there. I did go a little bit deep, but there we go, block pass. So Paul and I, we had a bit of back and forth, and it was actually really enjoyable, and I was really enjoying this event, not concentrating on lap time. I almost went off the track there. And you can get in your own head a bit too much, and it was just really nice to just have a little laugh, so we just sort of kept slowing down, letting each other pass, and just enjoyed riding with each other, and that is the whole point. We're never going to be World Superbike riders, so do what you can on these events to just enjoy yourself. So yeah, checkered flags out now, end of the first session, lovely little warm-up and a great fun introduction to the rest of the weekend. And it looks like Paul enjoyed himself as well. Wow. So first session out, done. Tyre pressures were way too high. They were set on the warmers, but you've still got to go out and get him properly heated up, then come back in and check him again. I didn't come back in because Paul Denning was there, so we had a bit of a ding-dong, bit of a nice little cruise around with him. So that was good fun, a little warm-up for the day. I am, as you can probably see, absolutely ruined after session 1 in this heat, and it's probably only 27 at the moment. I'm going to try and stop moaning about it. But it's difficult. It's difficult to manage the tyres. The track temperature yesterday was like 62 or something. So it's difficult, but anyway, loving life. So yeah, wheels didn't fall out either. I was really concerned about that rolling round. Still a bit concerned about the brakes, that just I haven't done anything. I haven't done it right, but it's been a couple of sessions now, including Portimao fail. So I think I'm just going to have to trust the bike and yeah, stop worrying about it and just brake later. Cool. All right, bye. Right, so let's have a little chat about the bike. Where are we at? Well, look, I'm probably not good enough to be able to tell you exactly how the bike's behaving, what we need to do to change little bits here and there. It's at such a level now where I think we need a pro rider to ride it and tell us what else we can be looking at and what we need to do. So that aside, this event now, I guess, is just roll round, keep making little improvements. I'm still a bit scared of the brakes, and yeah, just feel more comfortable. Tiny little increments. There's not much more I can tell you. I mean, the wheels that are in. I mean, do they make a difference without putting the other wheels in now and then changing over the discs and all that sort of stuff? It's almost impossible to tell. But all I can tell you is it feels amazing. So, and I know this series started as we're gonna do these little increments bit by bit, but honestly it would be so expensive and time consuming to be able to change every little thing and then go out and do a lap and be consistent, because every time you have to throw a brand new set of tyres at it, the temperature would have to be consistent, so you've got to take it all with a pinch of salt. But ultimately I think if the whole, like that first 1,500 quid, £2,000 that you spend on your bike is the most important. That's the bit that's gonna get you the most time. The next bits are kind of engineering appreciation, I would call it almost, and it makes you feel more comfortable, and you can start nibbling away at your personal bests. But Valentino Rossi's over there, but there's a big queue, and I don't want to fangirl. Here he is. Look, did you get Rossi's signature?
Off the queue.
Hey. So yeah, look, good times. Let's just enjoy the next couple of days, and I'll keep posted. All right, cheers, bye. So off out on the next session, and now the sound has totally broken, but not to my knowledge. However, nothing particularly special happened here, just rolling around, getting used to the bike again, just being on track, getting used to other riders, and etc, etc. My biggest problem at the moment is braking. Now, I do have a fear in my mind about the brakes, so it's just trying to build up confidence bit at a bit. They do feel a little bit spongy at the moment, and also what's happening is it's getting quite unstable on the brakes. I think it's hitting the bump stops, and I think when I come back into the pits, I get the evidence that it is. So it just gives you that lack of confidence. But that's something to work on for the next session. Okay, so that's it for break for lunch now. I am going all the way to the bump stops, and so now I'm braking harder. It's hitting the bump stops and making the bike unstable. It doesn't want to turn. So I'm going to go and see if I can find the Öhlins guys, because as far as I'm aware, no one's touched that since Mugello, and I don't believe it was doing that in Mugello. I've also still got a little bit of air in this system here. Great. Other than that, oh, and my shifter. I don't know whether it's because I've changed boots, but I'm really struggling to get underneath this. So first thing I'll do is I'll go back to the other boots I was wearing and see if that makes a difference, and if not, adjust that. So yeah, great. Okay, bye. So back out on track, the sound is now working, but the image stabilization isn't. Anyway, we digress. That is Carol Haneke and Marvin Fritz, the Yacht endurance guys. It really is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be able to share a track with these pro riders that are absolutely at the top of their game. It's really something very, very special. So anyway, I tried to hang on to them for a little bit, of course, to no avail, and I'm just trying to roll round now and remember what the bike is feeling like, so when I go back into the pits I can address it.
It is feeling a little more stable on the brakes now, which is good news. So I think it's just a case, for me at least, of just taking another meter here, another meter there, and just really trying to work on those braking markers, which are so important on circuit. You really have to pick your point and stick to it, and then you can always, every lap round, if you're braking consistently, you can then go, actually I can go a bit deeper in there, and then take another meter and take another meter, but you've got to pick those markers or you'll be lost.
That was first session after lunch, fatty boom boom sesh. And I got the Öhlins guys to have a little tweak. So actually, I was shocked because they didn't do much, but it's actually a lot better. It's almost perfect. I'll show you actually where we're at on the bottom of the stroke. What is that? Not 10 mil, 9 mil. That's perfect. So that's good. Changed my boots. Shifter's better. Could do with being a little bit lower, so I'll change that anyway. There's some fun riders out there. It's good fun actually. It's good fun just having a little bit of a battle with people. So that's good. As for lap times, I mean, I think the transponder full lap is saying like 53s, which is way off where I want to be. But I'm not really that concerned, to be honest. I'm not fully embracing this 62-degree track temperature and excuses. But it's all right. One more session left today, and ice cold drink. I'm going to try not to drink a beer and be fully on form tomorrow. So let's see. All right, guys. Oh, and sorry if I've been trying to mess around with camera on board, locations and stuff, and probably not doing that well. So anyway, who knows what I've got. Speak to you later.
So off we go onto the last session of the day. So I'm just rolling around and I come across this fellow with some rather flashy brand new leathers, and I'm like, he must be famous. And it's none other than the 6-time world champion Jonathan Rea. So I'm kind of a little bit fangirling here, thinking, oh my god, it's Jonathan Rea, I'm following Jonathan Rea. I know he's dealing with a lot of traffic here in front, so we're just sort of picking our moments, but yeah, this is an amazing experience just to follow him round. He obviously doesn't know I'm here, so I'm trying obviously desperately to hold on to the back of him, and he's just cruising round. And I think I may have ruined his photo opportunity here. He's obviously showing off for the cameras a little bit, and I'm there in the background like this big fat zebra blob. But anyway, but yeah, what a wonderful experience riding around with him. And you can just see, even when he's just cruising round, his lines are so different, and you can learn so much from amazing riders just by following them round. You don't even have to be that much of a good rider yourself. It's a lot of it is about the line. Anyway, back into the pits.
Right, well that's the end of day one, and yeah, little improvements, just little things, just adjusting this foot peg. I've just been doing that. I don't know why it was so way off. I'm pretty sure nothing's changed. I don't know unless we have to take the rear cell for some reason, but I can't remember. But anyway, so that should be nicer. This tyre wear is pretty much bang on. Bang on. That is what you're aiming for, that little orange peel effect. Yeah, I was quick to judge that the Öhlins guys were like, oh, well, you know, they didn't really spend much time with it. Oh, there's loads of problem. I need to check the fork oil and all that, but it's mint now. We've re-bled up these brakes because I didn't really do... Well, to be fair, we bled them. We thought, oh, there's air in the system. We bled it. Well, the Crescent boys, Mitch did, and no air came out, but we changed the ratio on here, and it's way nicer. Way nicer. So now it's time to go and get a beer, I think. Good morning. Another day in paradise. Day 2, day DOS. Really, I think this first session is going to be the better one, a bit cooler in temperatures like this, and I'm going to try, really try, to see if I can get a lap or two with Jonathan Rea, like behind me, in front of me, whatever, or for 2 seconds, off he goes, that's fine, just because it's a cool thing to do. And then apart from that, I'm probably not going to put any new tyres in today, so I'm just going to roll around, focus on the lines, and having good time. Oh, fucking hell. Woo! Ledge. That's a good alarm. That's a good alarm clock. Right. Bye.
So sadly, as you can hear, that crackling is incredibly frustratingly so my microphone not being plugged in correctly. And I can't tell you how annoying it is, but there we go. That's what we've got. So here's the man, Johnny, and he's just asked me something about the bike, which I obviously have no idea about. Yeah, fist bumps with the ledge. So here we go. And I apologise for the sound. It's really annoying, but that's life, and there's nothing I can do about it now. So I'll just shut up and stop moaning about it. Okay, so we're making our way round now. This is the back straight, going into a big braking zone, which I'm obviously still being a bit of a sunflower about. But it's so nice to follow that style. It's just amazing. And he's just looking over his shoulder, and I'm like panting, trying to keep up. But look at the smoothness. That's what you notice about following professional riders, is they are so smooth, and they look so in control. Look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous, whereas I'm all over the place. One thing I did notice, I think the shock might be a little bit soft, because as soon as I apply the power, I get quite a lot of understeer, so it wants to steer out of the corner and push me wide. So we've caught up with a few other riders now. It's always the same on a track day. You've got varying levels, so it's quite difficult to do a fast lap. And I'm pretty confident that these laps will be my fastest of the weekend. Yeah, it's just difficult with traffic. And I'm not very good at overtaking. I don't have the confidence. He obviously had a bit of a... both of them actually had a bit of a brown trouser moment there. So I'm just rolling around on my own, and then all of a sudden, Dommy Agata decides to drop in and disappear off into the distance. I mean, how cool is this? Jonathan Rea, Dommy Agata. You can't write it. Let's see there. I got on the gas a bit too early, and it just dropped me wide, and then it ruins this whole sequence of corners there. Look at that black line. Wow. So we're coming up to the last lap I get to do with Johnny, and this one's got to count. This upcoming lap is actually the fastest lap that I did all weekend, and it's really interesting to see how many mistakes I'm making, and that's why it's really beneficial to have a camera on, because you can review it afterwards and just see where you can improve. But I will just shut up now and let you look and listen to the beautiful sounds of this R1. sadly we caught up to another rider on track, and yeah, it unfortunately it ruined my ego, because this is the fastest lap of the weekend for me. But oh well, never mind. And but I'd still want to make sure I get a good drive, so I was probably a little bit close there. I did actually hit the dust, I think, but then Top Rack did that, so yeah, I'm in good company. So that's it. What a legend. Love that.
Well, life goal achieved. Come back here, Gimbal. What are you doing over there? Yeah, 6-time world champion. Most successful world superbike racer ever to have lived in history. And I get to try. And he was just cruising. I don't know if the GoPro worked or whatever, but he was like, oh, what lap times are you doing? I was like, oh, I did like a 51 yesterday, and like, but you know, that was like fast. He went, oh, okay. And he just sets his mind to that and just goes bang, 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 and just smashes out 51s, which I couldn't keep up with. Just this morning, whatever, couldn't keep up with it. And also he's so confident overtaking, because he understands his ability to let the brake off if he needs, apply more brake if he needs, move out of other riders' way who don't really know, they're not used to being passed close. Whereas I'm like, I'll wait. So then I have to fucking absolutely work my nuts off to try and get back up to him, and then by that time he's gone again. Why is it honestly, technology, massive catfish. Anyway, so really, that's the main objective today. I'm not going to put new tyres in it. It's going to be a waste of money. It's just going to get hotter and hotter, and I'm just going to burn them up, and they're like 400 quid. So I'm going to roll around, get some little bits of camera footage, angles, and have a laugh, maybe take out some lads and have a little bit of a ding-dong, and then, I haven't even told you about this, my van's broken, so I have to get it recovered. So I'm trying to deal with that today as well. But anyway, c'est la vie. It'll be what it is, and yeah. So this is Valentino's own personal R1. This is based off the R1 Pro bike. And oh, look at that, it's even got like a gold tip on the exhaust. That is very special bike. I like.
So last session of the weekend, and the tyres are gone. It's super hot, so it's just have fun with your mates. And I promised I'd take my mate Woodsy out. So big up the Woodsy. Thank you for being kind to me when we were out there and hanging out with me. It's great getting some really close follow cam action of yourself, and hopefully he'll be made up with this. So thanks guys, and cheers Dangerous Brian as well for buying me multiple beers, which you didn't have to.
39 degrees, lads. 39. Yeah, I'm going to call it a day, I think. And yeah, I'm not going to achieve anything by rolling around in this temperature. So I think I'm going to pack the bike up. She's safe, she's beautiful, and I've had a wicked time. Yeah, looking forward to coming back, maybe in October or something like that, when the weather's a little bit better. I've now got to go and deal with, because my van's broken, I've got to get it recovered back to the UK. So they need everything in the van to then take it to some Spanish bloke to look at. If you've never been to a YRE Yamaha racing event, then it's just come. It's just, I mean, even just seeing like big trucks like the Bridgestone truck there, and having all the riders around you, it's a brilliant event, and it happens every year. And you don't have to have a brand new R1M. You can, if there's spaces available, they open them up to anyone else with an R1. So I would absolutely recommend doing it. Okay, well, that's it from me. Thank you again for watching, and wish me luck getting back to the UK. All right, big love, bye.